could have given up, but you didn't. You could have stopped believing, but you didn't. You could have kept living their expectations, but you decided to make this life your own. And in turn, you're here. Hello, everyone. Today we're meeting Irene Bataller Gomez. She is the founder of her own nutritional supplement company for women, and it's called Cybele. And it's about the whole wellness, all-in-one, conclusive kind of nutritional supplement that women will take on a daily basis as part of their regime to keep healthy and stay at the state of well-being. So I would like to ask Irene, how are you doing today?
Hi, Anna. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful day in Miami today.
Yes. And let's start our conversation with diving into your story of becoming the founder of your own nutritional supplement company. How did it start for you? What inspired you with the idea to start your own company?
Yes, so it started when I was very young. I was suffering a health condition that left me feeling like completely tired, sick, and dull. So my body was not absorbing nutrients properly, which resulted in nutrient deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor back then gave me a prescription medication, and I developed a reaction to those to the treatment. So my mom and I had no choice but to learn what nutrition was, what was the foundation of health. And I started the journey back then, navigating the natural supplement aisles in different places and taking a bunch of different solutions. So like vitamin D, omega-3, calcium, just to cover my bases. Later on, I also incorporated some beauty ingredients for hair, nail, and skin nourishment. So my cabinet was a completely a mess of different brands, different products. And I always travel a lot. I lived in New York for almost 11 years. And I traveled for work, for pleasure, and I just couldn't keep up with all the products that I take in my routine. Yeah. So I always wonder why there's no a comprehensive and preventative solution in the market that I could just enjoy. Because another issue that I found is that well, it's not a pleasant experience. You have to swallow all those huge pills, and I was even feeling sick after taking so many different products, because I learned that most of them, as the industry is not regulated, were full of chemicals, fillers, and allergens. So it was a full-time job to read the labels and to decipher each of the ingredients that I was actually taking. So basically, for years, I started a research to come up with a comprehensive solution. And this challenge that I faced made me put together a team of experts that I met through my journey, like my doctors in New York and in Europe, and a friend from childhood who is a natural pharmacy owner. And that's how Cybele was born, and that's how we all together develop our signature blend. So basically, It is a solution that has over 60 ingredients, all of them natural. We have patented ingredients, meaning that they have hundreds of studies behind proving effectiveness. And we've been gathering very good feedback about how it tastes. So it's a powder that you can mix with hot or cold drinks. We recommend coffee to make things even easier, or this. So it covers women nutritional bases, like herbal extracts for metabolism, probiotics, vitamins, minerals, and also certain ingredients like sinatine for skin, hair, and nails health as well.
Okay, so it's all-in-one solution for women specifically, right? So you just take it once a day?
Yes, you take it once a day. I recommend to take it early in the morning because the idea behind is to not to wait to feel tired or to feel that like you are lacking something, but have it as a preventative first thing in the morning. So your energy levels are at your 100%. You don't feel anxiety. Your hormones are balanced, and so many and a lot of other benefits that you can feel early in the morning.
All right, I see. And you discovered through your own personal health journey. And I know you learned something along the way. Do you remember what kind of lessons you learned? And maybe you can share with others, like what made you stronger as a person, and what gave you that strength to kind of like use your skills into developing, creating your own company, knowing that other women are looking for the same solution that you did?
Yeah, so basically, when I started and I started working with a lab that was able to do small batches for me, and I never thought that this could be something that other women may want. But then on my research, I learned that 92% of us are deficient in one or other micronutrient. So that was overwhelming for me. And I also learned that food is not the same anymore. And it is hard to have a perfect diet. So because we travel, we like to eat pizza once in a while. We like to you know, it is hard to take everything what we need from food only. Plus, our soils are not the same, and we are not getting the same nutrients from food as before. So for my surprise, my coworkers, my friends would come up to me and ask me, you know, what is that you're taking? And they became interested, and I was like, well, you know, if you want to join, I could ask for a bigger batch next month so you can take it with me. And that's how we gathered a wait list, which we are still growing until our launch by the end of February next year. So this is something specific for women that can help us feeling up to the game for all our...
Yeah, so soon in February, it's going to be released to the public, right? So if they go to your website, Cybele.com, is that right?
Cybele, NY. Cybele.
NY.
Yeah, and we are also offering now a 10% off, by the way, for the women who...
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of women will benefit from first trying and seeing for themselves how they feel, and they keep just you know, order like small batch, for example, and see if that makes a difference in the way they feel, and then they continue buying it if this is something that really works for them. And like you just mentioned, we're not able to get all of the nutrients from the food. It's just not possible. I mean, that's the ideal situation, that we would just be eating the right type of food and getting everything we need. But we still have to consider that because with our lifestyle, it's just not something that we do. And to compensate for it, we have to be self-conscious, like in terms of like what we consume and what's missing, and to get those extra nutrients from supplements, and to find the right supplement for you, for everybody. It's kind of hard, and people usually try different products like you did in your past. And yeah, and this is something like it could be a solution for a lot of women, to have everything in one place, so they don't need to look for a separate type of supplement to compensate for their deficiencies in terms of like nutrients or vitamins.
Absolutely. Yes, I think I call it a silent epidemic, because some of the nutrient deficiencies that we have, they end up being translating into a chronic condition. For example, now we are linking vitamin D deficiency with Alzheimer. So this is something serious, and I don't think we are aware of the importance of it, and the fact that even if we think that we are eating a perfect diet, we are most probably still missing something. Also, there are other factors like stress levels and our lifestyles that is gonna deplete our levels in certain nutrients as well. So this is something to pay attention for, definitely. Plus, we as women have higher vitamin and mineral needs than men. So it is a complete full-time job, and
Wow.
sadly we need supplements.
Yeah, for sure. And also, like, we need to focus on preventative measures to avoid any type of chronic conditions, because nowadays, if you look at traditional medicine, we treat in the symptom rather than the cause of that symptom. So we have to look into treating the root of the cause, which is to prevent it with natural solutions without putting any chemicals to your diet. And by having that type of supplement available on the market, I think it would benefit a lot. And also you can use it, like you said, in a drink and maybe in the food too. I'm not sure if it's like a packet, right? It's a powder.
It's a powder. You can have it with Greek yogurt, for example. You can mix it in, for example, you can use it as a protein powder. And do pancakes. You can even do ice cream or whatever you like. So if you have time, yeah, you can explore those as well.
Yeah, that's great. It's just something that you can integrate to your daily routine. Whatever you're doing right now, it's simple to use. And also, like with having just one daily dose, it's easy to keep track. So you know this is the time for you to take it in the morning, and you just don't need to think about it twice. This is the way you take it.
Absolutely, because one of the issues as well, like I mentioned, is that I travel a lot, and I was going packing all the supplements in little bags, and also some days I just didn't feel like swallowing those huge omega-3 pills. So I didn't take them. And of course, if you are not consistent, you don't see the results. So if you make something easy and pleasant, you are most likely to keep up with it and to then be consistent and then get results.
Right. So the key here is being consistent, and with having that easy to use type of supplement where you don't need to, make extra measures to take it. Is just easy to integrate in your lifestyle. And I think a lot of listeners need to hear what type of supplements out there, so they can check for themselves and see if this is something really resonates with their own, the way they consume things, and also how they feel after taking it. But with having different type of flavors, right, in your product, they could try and see what's better match for them.
Yeah, well, by now we are going to start with chocolate and vanilla. And later on, we will introduce new flavors. We're happy to hear thoughts and to get any feedback. So we will be interacting with our audience through social media to see which flavor they like to see.
That's great. And holidays are coming. We have to be extra cautious with what we eat and to think about our own health. It's just no one but us have to think about it. So we have to be conscious.
Yes, this is something that we learn. I think we all learn after COVID that no one is going to come and save us. And actually, like you mentioned, the medicine is reactive. So it is time to own our health, and that's what we want to do with Cybele. Like give women the ownership of their own health. And also as a result of that, of their own beauty as well, because health maintenance is the root of our own health, of our beauty as well.
Yes, our beauty starts with the health that we have within ourselves. So we have to nourish our bodies and our souls and just flourish as women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Radiance comes from within. I always say that your skin, it's more important, if you want to improve the quality of your skin, what you put in your body than what you put on your body. That's a quote from Dr. Mark Hyman that is completely true.
Yeah, and let's keep it at that. Let's people think about that quote and what's important in their lives. And I want them to check out your website. I will put the show notes so they will be able to see and maybe sign up for the waiting list. And soon they'll be able to enjoy your products. I'm very grateful for you coming to our show and talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and thoughts. And let's keep in touch. See you later.
Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, hit the subscribe button and share it with others. Stay tuned.